What I love to do, because it's solstice,
Mm.
is have a solstice oriented practice that would work for either solstice. So whether we're here in the northern hemisphere like we are, or in the southern hemisphere, it's always good to take a pause and fill up, um, where we're really full of ourselves. We've done this in different ways in different um, programs, it's different every time. And what I love about this for solstice is, if we are in the northern hemisphere, like, we're celebrating the light, right? That it's here, that it's full, it's bright. And so we can be a part of it. We can welcome ourselves into it. And on the southern hemisphere, we're inviting it in. And so it works either way. It's kind of convenient. So however it most resonates with you, I use this practice every single day as I'm sitting with clients. And at this point, I can do it like that. We'll do it slower. We'll take 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Because I really believe, and I'll say this again and again, that the more full in ourselves, the more presence we have in our felt sense, in our embodied experience, the less we're impacted by other people's stuff. The more we can feel nourished by what we're doing, we can actually be in touch with our aliveness. We could feel full regardless of what we're doing. And we could take this through our days, whether we're working, running errands, being social, resting on the couch, Netflix and chilling, whatever it is, that it's something really easy that you can contact. And for those of us that have a hard time being in the fullness of our bodies, because sometimes they ache and hurt and the pains or creaks are driving us nuts, or feel really actually easier to numb out to, or avoid, or dissociate from, as we do this practice, the objective isn't to blow past those things or ignore them or try to fix them, just shove light right into them. It's just to just acknowledge them and say hello to these spaces as we fill up. So it's like a meandering river. The river doesn't go through the rocks. The river touches the rocks and flows around. And eventually, as it touches the rocks shift and change, and something different happens in that relationship. And so when we have pain, numbness, all of that, as we imagine this light, maybe something happens, just like a rock in the river would. But we don't need to blow through it. We say hello to it. You can do this practice in any posture: walking, sitting, standing, lying down. So we'll take a few breaths as we find postures that feel comfortable. Notice the breath with each inhale and exhale, allowing the breath to be natural as we begin. And with the next few exhales, see if it's possible to allow the body to melt and soften into the support of the earth. And if we're even multiple stories above the earth, or we're in a chair, in a building, on the foundation above the earth, we can even feel down through the structures of the chair, the building, whatever it is, into the earth, feeling the way the structures are supported and come all the way up to support us. We can bring our presence into our feet, filling our feet with our awareness. We're not trying to create a feeling that's not there. Maybe it's numb. Maybe we feel far away from it, or maybe there's sensations you could feel deeply inside the feet. It's all welcome. We're just bringing a gentle presence, filling our feet with our awareness. We could fill with light. Some people might even like to fill with pink beach sand, whatever feels fun today. You don't even have to be perfectly still in this practice. If moving the toes or wiggling the feet or stretching allows for more presence here, that's welcome. You can even bring your hands there. Coming up into ankles and lower legs, filling, 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 welcoming whatever we find. And if ever it feels hard to welcome what we find, we can welcome that. Bringing our presence through the knees and thighs, filling up with our own awareness and sensations. Light, sand, whatever it is. Filling our seat, pelvic floor and pelvic bowl, hips, and dantian, which is the lower belly. Resting our presence here. And coming up the lower back and the whole belly and diaphragm and solar plexus, filling up. And if the mind wanders, it's not a problem. We just return whenever we remember. Filling the entire back body now and front body, chest and heart, rib cage and shoulder blades, and the entire spine. Filling up with our presence. And traveling to the tips of our fingertips now, and up into the hands and wrists, filling up. And the lower parts of the arms and elbow. And the upper arms and shoulders. Welcoming presence into our necks and jaw. And our whole head, face and crown. Full. Becoming present to the whole body full now, letting the body breathe. The whole body breathing. And one fancy touch I like to do on this practice that I find extra soothing is imagining there's honey dripping from the sky very gently onto the crown of the head. warm, delicious, soothing honey melting from the top of the head throughout the entire body, inside and out, down through the bottoms of the feet, back to the earth. And bringing a little extra sweetness to any parts of us that need it. Body, heart, and mind. And then we'll rest in presence for the next minute. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, no one to be. And if eyes are closed, you can allow the light to come to them gently, stabilizing this feeling as you look around. And then we can take this out into the rest of our day.